Okay, so with the sun setting here in Gridania, it is now time for us to take on the second of the new warrior classes available in the game. And to do so, we need to speak with this God's Quiver Bow, who surprisingly is not wearing a mask. Yeah, typically we see the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver wearing the creepy masks, but yeah, this one's an exception. Let's go and speak with this young man as the sun sets to take on the level 60 quest entitled The Makings of a Gunbreaker. An anxious member of the God's Quiver is haranguing passers-by, presumably for some worthy cause. Oi, mate, fancy making yourself useful? Listen close. A gang of Highlander men have been applying their trade round here these last few days and we're trying to flush them out. They're slippery buggers though, so we need all help we can get. That's where you come in. We've spotted them lurking in the bramble patch and we're ready to spring our trap. All you have to do is call out anyone who strikes you as a bit shifty and raise the alarm. We'll take care of the rest. So, yeah, off to the East Shard we go. Well, hopefully it'll work out for you with that there, Shima. Yeah, I can't go behind the Hawthorn hut, sadly. So yeah, we gotta make our way over to where this incident is going on. If I can just remember how to get there. Yeah, I can't believe I'm losing my memory of the map of the East Shroud. Yeah, you would think this would not be a problem, but unfortunately it is. And so, over here is where we'll check the place out. Yeah, plus with it being evening now, we might not be able to easily spot these people. Oh, there goes someone with a bow and arrow that I just spotted. Yeah, and looks like we've got a fight on our hands. With a Hrothgar, a Viera, and two people who are weirdly clad. Yeah, look out! Yeah, safe! And then, yeah, coming in hard. Yeah, this archer's just standing there and taking it. Yeah, and as the other guy tries to get away, well, he did actually. Yeah, I'll stop you. Yeah, you're safe with me. Get out of the way or I'll gut you! Yeah, I don't think you want that. Yeah, do you really want to be in trouble with me? Yeah, here's your first mistake. Crossing my path. So yeah. You may have noticed that also this morning, now that we successfully got our first dungeon clear, we thought that since the Crystal Exarch wanted to give us a new title, we would go ahead and make an appropriate color change. So we went back to glamoring the original Dragoon armor for this particular challenge, and also for everything subsequently after that. So, yeah, hey dude, here's your first mistake. Trying to get away. I am going to run through you just like that. Yeah, not even close. Not even a fair fight. But yeah, let's give this Hrothgar a hand. Yeah, both he and his Viera companion are safe. You have my thanks, stranger. And mine. If you hadn't shown up, things could have gone very badly for us. It's my fault. I'll be more careful next time. Truth be told, I thought we'd have an easier time of it on this side of the wall. How wrong I was. To think we could be caught unawares by a gang of common thieves. Yeah, it's like, come again? What's going on? We heard a commotion and... Yeah. That's one of them! Just like what the witnesses described. Yeah, all taken care of. Yeah, he's dead. And so is his friend, for that matter. It's strange they go after a pair like you. All their marks so far have been merchants and whatnot. You know, folk carrying coin and valuables who won't put up much of a fight. I reckon that if any of their cronies are out there watching, they'll think twice before crossing you lot again. Might be an idea for you to see these travelers to Gudonia. Me and the others will keep looking for the rest of the highwaymen. Well, we're glad we could help you out, sir. Those bandits. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. We barely have a fistful of gil between us, and I have a couple of forms of edged steel strapped on my back. Not the most likely of targets. Perhaps that's why they went straight for the kill, and they might have succeeded if you hadn't stepped in. We are in your debt. I am Radovan, and this is Sophie. We traveled here from Ilsabard, far to the north, where I once served as a soldier of Garlemald. Yeah, like, what? I had no choice. My family was taken hostage. While it is true that I have fought and killed for the Empire, I would have never done so willingly. Yeah, I think Shinji is about to find a kindred spirit. Although I freed myself from their shackles, the life I've known is no more. But that was another life, one I would sooner put behind me. I came to Eorzea in the hope that I might start anew here. Yeah, sadly for many refugees, they don't get it that easy. As for me, I also escaped from the Gallians. I was part of a resistance movement until we were all rounded up or killed, that is. The Empire took everything from me. My family, my homeland. With nowhere else to go, the two of us decided we'd stand a better chance of surviving if we stuck together. And here we are. To see me now, you'd scarce believe I once served as personal guard to my queen. But in the end, I couldn't protect her. I couldn't protect anyone. Not even my wife and son. While I would have gladly given my life for theirs, it was not to be. Even so, there must still be a use for the skills I spent years honing. Those whom I may yet deliver from harm. That's why I suggested looking for employment as a bodyguard in Eorzea, and Gudonia seemed like a good place to start. I know you've helped us enough already, but I have a proposal. Would you consider working with us? You're like, what? Now hold on, Radovan. That's a rather lot to ask, don't you think? But Shinji has what it takes to become a Gunbreaker. It seems my gunblade has caught your eye. You may have seen Garleans wielding something similar, but this is the genuine article. The ones used by the Empire are simply edged weapons with a firearm bolted on or vice versa. Sounds like what Livia Sass Junius used to use. While they have their uses, they pale in comparison to those my clan forged for generations. Our gunblades are etherically imbued cartridges. When you pull the trigger, the powder crystal within ignites, releasing the ether. This sends a powerful shockwave through the blade, increasing its destructive capabilities. The cartridges can even be fired into the air to create defensive barriers. Perhaps you should save the lectures until you've heard Shinji's answer? Yes. First things first. So, are you interested? In exchange for assisting us, I will teach you the art of the Gunbreaker. And I was wondering if you might be able to act as a guide. If you'd accept Gunblade training as a form of payment, we'd be most grateful. Once the coin starts rolling in, you'll receive a fair share. You need not answer right away, but please give us some thought. So yeah, we'll go ahead and speak with Radovan to complete the quest and to accept the role. Have you reached a decision? Indeed we have. From this day forward, our fates are entwined. While the path that lies ahead is not an easy one, the spirits of my predecessors will watch over you. And so we'll go ahead and accept the experience skill plus the Soul of the Gunbreaker, a High Steel Gunblade, and the Outsider Attire's Coffer. And so there we go. We now have officially locked Gunbreaker as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back to my default attire, and then once we equip the weapon appropriately, we can go ahead then switch to recommended gear. Yeah, as cool as the outfit might be for those who play Gunbreaker, it's basically Squall's outfit from Final Fantasy VIII. I would have to say that this tank's outfit looks way cooler. And so this is what I'm going to use as my default for my Gunbreaker. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put the gauge over here. Save and then start moving everything from one side to the other. Yeah, get all the old stuff off and put on the new stuff. Yeah, something else I'm also going to want to do is move some of the stuff that's the role-oriented item abilities rather, and bring them over to the back. Also, you may have noticed as well, Gunbreaker starts out with more abilities. See, I want to make sure I get everything set up the way I want it to. Alright, Keen Edge leads into Keen Edge, No Mercy, Brutal Shell. So move this here to here. We got Camouflage, Demon Slice, Royal Guard, Lightning Shot, Danger Zone, Solid Barrel, Burst Strike over here at the far end, Nebula, Demon Slaughter, which is associated with Demon Slice, so Demon Slice is down there, and Demon Slaughter's over here, so move this over here, and this over here. Then we have Aurora, a healing ability. Yeah, the Gunbreaker can actually heal themselves. Super Bolide, which is, yeah, the last resort ability. And we should probably move this from back there to over here. For now, at least. Also want to see if I can move anything else up. Well, Aurora we won't need right away, so we can move this back. And then the only thing left is our Super Bolide and Gnashing Fang, which is a level 60 ability. 450, 550, and Wicked Talon. So Gnashing Fang, Savage Claw, and Wicked Talon are together. Okay. So then Gnashing Fang will bring over. Yeah, where to put it though? Yeah, so Gnashing Fang, Savage Claw, Wicked Talon. Alright, so Savage Claw, go over here, Gnashing Fang, Burst Strike. Alright, there we go. Now I want to move some of the abilities over here as well. Alright, so yeah, that should be a good start for us. So let's see how things unfold as we speak with Radovan to take on his level 60 Gunbreaker quest. I am having such a hard time speaking right now. The level 60 Gunbreaker quest entitled Hired Gunblades. Radovan is keen for you to put your newly acquired skills into practice. Now that the Gunbreakers of Veld have yielded a portion of their wisdom, you stand ready to take blade in hand. Rather than spend moons and moons training you, perhaps we had best find employment first. We can use the time between assignments to refine your abilities, but where should we start? Well, I can tell you where you can go. The Adventurers Guild. Yes, that sounds quite promising. I suppose we are adventurous after all. Tell me, Shinji, are you familiar with this sort of thing? Very familiar. Oh my, in that case we couldn't have found a better guide. Well, there's no time like the present, shall we? And so it's time to go and get them registered at the Carline Canopy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't have any long-term side effects in its use. Because, yeah, that would be unfortunate if that was the case. Alright, so let's head on over to the Carline Canopy. And go ahead and make ourselves known to Mother Mune. Alright, there's Radobon. Now that Mother Mune has made us former members of the Adventurers Guild, we can start accepting assignments. In fact, we've already been given the details of a potential client in need of a bodyguard or two. A man named Lawson Show is waiting by the Wailing Barracks. Sophie and I will try making our own way there to get our bearings. Alright, so that means we're going to the Lancers Guild. Yeah, I get to pay a visit to my old friends. That's cool. So yeah, let's go over there and then proceed to head on over to the Lancers Guild. "5 years and it's still in development?" Yeah, that's a long time for something like that to be in development. Hello there, Lawson Shoe. You must be the one sent by the Adventurers Guild, yes? Oh, thank goodness. Something dreadful has befallen, well, threatens to befall, the one and only Editha. Yeah, who is that exactly? You mean to say you are unfamiliar with the most gifted harpicordist who ever lived? Whatever possessed me to hire such uncultured... It appears my breath would be better spent briefing you on the nature of my request. A few days ago, Editha received a most unwelcome missive. A death threat to be precise. At first I deemed it nothing more than the crazed scrawlings of some harmless churl. That was until during a recital a stone was thrown at her, missing her by a hair's breadth. I have, in my capacity as a manager, cancelled all public appearances until the perpetrator can be brought to justice. I fear, though, that my delicate tulip would wither and fail if confined to a dressing room, and she herself has expressed a desire to stroll freely beneath the canopies of Miketo's amphitheater. I see where this is going. You want us to take her for a walk, is that it? If that's all we have to do, we should count ourselves lucky. A threatening letter, a brazen attack in a public place, who knows what will happen next. But she can't stay indoors forever. I say we accept. Splendid. Without further ado, I shall have Editha prepare for her promenade. We best proceed carefully. If the culprit knows that Lawson Show asked the Adventurers Guild for help, they can probably deduce that Editha will be coming out of hiding. We should see if anyone bears a grudge against us so we know what to expect, and we better look around the amphitheater for places where an ambusher might hide. And so away they go. So yeah, we now have to go to the amphitheater to speak with people. And so we'll warp over there. Well, yeah, that is something that I'm aware of, Shima, but I didn't think it would take 5 years. Alright, Franke? Know of her? I certainly do! I would consider myself to be one of her many admirers. In all honesty, I do not care for the way some of the others ogle her. If the rumors about Editha receiving death threats are true, one of those lecherous scoundrels must be behind it. And then Mr. Stain. Why yes, Editha has been the talk of Gridania since her debut. Her skill as a musician is without question, although I sense that many of her admirers are more interested in her bizarre stage garb. Bizarre stage garb? Yeah, perhaps an explanation is in order? And finally the Bard Simkin, who, once you become a bard yourself, teaches you how to actually perform. Hey there, sir. Oh, Editha, even a moment deprived of her sumptuous harmonies is akin to an eternity of unimaginable torments. When, oh when will she grace me with her splendor once more? Well, now that we know what's going on over here, yeah, Radovan's come to rendezvous with us over here now. Along with a woman named Ondine. Shinji, have you met Miss Ondine? She's a harpsichordist like Editha. That poor girl? What is the world coming to? That a gifted and beautiful young performer such as her must hide away from a fear of her life. It beggars belief. It must be one of our followers. I've seen the way some of them look at her and it makes my skin crawl. With fans like that, who needs enemies? And so away she goes. So what do the other locals have to say? Well, here's what they need to tell you. Yes, most of them think that one of Editha's admirers is to blame, but I sense there's more to it. I think that until we have more information, we should treat everyone with equal suspicion to be on the safe side. Personally, I prefer to carry out a more thorough investigation, but we best not keep our clients waiting. I think that's a good idea. And so, back over to the Lancers Guild. It's a bad time for me to start having my nose itching. Yeah, because as you'll see, yeah, this escort requires combat. Which should not be all that surprising, and even Lassen Show has come heavily armored for the occasion. Editha assures me that she'll be ready in 2 shakes of his tail, whatever that means. And so, let's go ahead and do this. So, the next day... Ah, my chaperones have arrived! How wonderful! Yeah, sporting a fancy purple dress, and bunny ears from the gold saucer, too. Yeah, as well as green tights. Oh, to finally feel the sun's warming rays, I am reborn! They weren't joking when they called her eccentric. All this prancing about is going to draw unwanted attention. We best get this over with as quickly as possible. Sophie, Shinji and I will escort her to the amphitheater. Why don't you stay behind with Lassen Shu in case we need to hurry back? Fine by me. I'll keep an ear out for any signs of danger, and come running if you call. Although I was fully prepared to join you in guarding Editha, and even just for the occasion, I will defer to your professional opinion and remain here. But promise me that you will keep my sweet Petunia safe. Leave it to us. Are you ready, Shinji? As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. La la la, what a beautiful day for a stroll! Alright, let's do this. So let's get ready to escort this fancy young lady. Yeah, she's even dubbed Editha the Nonchalant. So away we go. Yeah, to the amphitheater and back again, but keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, anything could be over there. Anything could be anywhere. Yeah, there's a little nub over here that people can hide behind. Gridania is a wonderful place indeed. You should stay for a while. Well, we'll leave that until later. But yeah, over in Apkalu Falls, we can end up drawing unwanted attention. And speaking of which... yeah. Editha goes to be admired by various people. Even Amitra is excited to see that she's here. Yeah, an unwanted distraction, but yeah. Perhaps they can tell us what the bandits are after Editha. Milith, what's going on? I hear that Editha has become something of a recluse of late. I do hope she returns to grace the stage once more. And as for Sethrita? Is it true her music is inspired by all the wondrous places she's seen on her travels? Yeah, Amitra will leave you for last. But let's speak with Jonathas, the guy who gives us all the fancy rewards. You are escorting the lovely Editha. Please allow me to make a record of this day's events. Yeah, who knew he could jump up that high at his age? And you should why. Nice to meet you, young lady. The whole of Gridania delights in Editha's magnificent melodies. Every other musician pales in comparison to her. And finally, last but not least, the Lady of the Summoners, Miss Amitra. Editha has only recently begun performing in Gridania and has already amassed a considerable following. I've heard, however, that some of the other Hops of Cortis are envious of her success. So do you get the impression that a jealous rival is the investigator? Possibly could be. And then, yeah, we've been spotted. Yeah, one over there, two over here. We need to deal with them. Step away from the girl nice and slow. How about no? And it's on. Yeah, take this, you vile fiends. Yeah, you're gonna regret coming at us. But yeah, watch out for anyone who might sneak in from behind. Because this is something that does happen quite a bit. Yeah, and there's even more. You've been cut down. Everyone's starting like, whoa. Yeah, Amitra will offer her services to protect everyone. Or at least they'll hold these guys off. Yeah, there could be more of them, so be on your guard. And so now the barrier is down. And we can continue. Yeah. Watch out for guys on the right over here. Yeah, we see you. Don't think I don't. Yeah, going right at him. Yeah, take that, you. And then one shot of this. Yeah, even Hot in the Woodwaiter comes in to intervene. Yeah, thanks for your service there, Hodden. Yeah, it's seldom that we get to see a Woodwaiter actually fighting in Gridania. But there's a first time for everything. Yeah, here are the cutthroats over here. Yeah, one of whom has a AoE attack. We'll have to get through them in a moment. Alright, they're taken care of. Now over here. Well, we could see more over here on the right, but looks like we're fine for now. So let's join in now over here. Yeah, down he goes. Yeah, and then we got more to come. Yeah, you can see the chain is taking us all over the place. Look out for the danger. Yeah, hang in there, you two. You're doing great. Yeah, Editha, meanwhile, just chilling out over here, watching us fight, without a care in the world. And go for the Savage Claw, and then the Wicked Talon. That takes care of them. Well, what was that? Or, that was actually the head bandit. Yeah, look at this pile of corpses we amassed. Yeah, Editha's just standing on this pile of corpses. They're like, it's no big deal. And it's like, oh, these dead bodies? Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, we still gotta make sure we get over to Miketo, because now we're gonna be out in the wide open, and anything and anyone could come our way at a moment's notice. Check on the right. Now check on the left. Thankfully, nothing to worry about over on those sides. So hanging right over to get to the amphitheater. It's too quiet, they must be expecting us. I bet they are. And so as we arrive... Uh-oh. What's that giant crow doing here? Yeah, and does this lady look familiar to you? My, what a naughty little rabbit. It seems you wandered too far from your warren. The stage is set for your curtain call, though it cost me a pretty penny to rent the place. This will be the last time you walk all over my stage with those grubby little paws of yours. Yeah, so now we gotta beat everything that comes up next. And save you the bunny ears. What do you want them for? Yeah, let's start with the executioner first. Yeah, now here's where we really can get the opportunity to open up. This is a good thing this guy is shooting over there and not over where I was. We couldn't have stopped ourselves from being attacked anyway. Yeah, not the way that was set up. We couldn't have been able to save ourselves that problem. Yeah, as you can see, the AoE is just gonna follow us. Yeah, and then comes the next pair of bad guys. Yeah, they're coming from all over the place. Yeah, let's do everything we can to bring these fools down. And you're dead. Who wants it next? Yeah, you're back to bad time to pay me a visit. Alright, you're down. Now we can help out Radovan a little. Yeah, almost through the assailants. But as you may imagine, once we get through all these guys, the worst is yet to come. Yeah, now comes the curl. Yeah, over here, you. Yeah, and make sure you stand in such a way that Miss Editha is not targeted by the AoE, but given where Radovan is currently standing, that doesn't necessarily help us out. Hey there, maybe. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Ohio gozaimasu. Nice to have you here. Yeah, keep on cutting through them. Yeah, now he's got some anvil lightning, which means it's a target AoE. So this actually helps us a little bit. Yeah, this actually helps us in the fact that hopefully the back AoE will not be coming after us. So yeah, now that the target is on myself, yeah, that tail swing is going to go beckoning because it's going to go nowhere. Yeah, watch out for the lightning though. Because yeah, Now the lightning orbs are gonna start going after Editha. So yeah, we have to be willing to absorb it. Yeah, we're definitely taking a beating out here. Thankfully, though, Radovan's got my back. However, we have to keep running into lightning orbs. Yeah, whatever it takes, don't use the Super Bolide. Because I accidentally did that with Corinne. And it wasn't pretty. Yeah, he knows where the problems are. But yeah, we still have to keep absorbing the orbs. Still gotta absorb those orbs. So yeah, we've got Gorib already down to a third of his health. Yeah, heal myself a little and bring in a little more interject. Alright, now we gotta hit this one. And the one over here. Now we gotta soak up all that lightning. Yeah, and now here come more of these guys. Yeah, so now we gotta spam our AoE attack. So yeah, as Radovan focuses his attention on the big cat, we'll take advantage of fighting the executioners. And so yeah, they've all been swatted away for now. But I believe there's still more coming. Now we got more orbs coming. But we've almost got this. Almost to the end here. And there it goes. Yeah, no more surprises there. Masked lady, who we know you are. Oh wow, it's that early? Yeah, so now that we've stopped you, the show's over. Now take off that mask before I cut it off in your face with it. I'm like, alright, you win. Not as if we didn't already know. Yeah, hey there. Miss Ondine? I might have guessed, but whatever has Editha done to deserve this? That harlot doesn't know the first thing about real music, and she thinks she can steal my fans, my stage, and with those appalling outfits of hers, I won't stand for it. I won't. Yeah. And in the meantime, yeah, what's happened here? We can tell you what happened. We're taking this freak of nature away. I'd heard that Ondine wasn't exactly a fan of Editha's, but I never thought she'd pay to have her killed. Well, her career is over now, and now we know that the highwaymen in the woods were in on her schemes too. A few days back they held up Ondine's carriage in the shroud, but she made them an offer worth more than the valuables she was carrying. Mind you, I don't suppose there's many of the bastards left after today. You've done us all a good turn, so if you ever need anything from the God's Quiver, don't hesitate to ask. Well, we're glad we could help you out, sir. Now that the danger is past, Editha will at long last be able to make her triumphant return to Miketo's amphitheater. There's still one thing I don't quite understand. Why did those highwaymen attack me and Radovan in the woods? Maybe because it was your ears? I imagine Ondine told them how much I love wearing my favorite bunny crown. They probably thought you were me. Yeah, given that she's a Vieira. These ones aren't real Vieira ears. At least, I don't think so. Actually, I was wondering if I might have a word in private with the three of you. But there are four of us. Yes, but only if I include you, which I'm not. Ouch. What have I done to deserve such treatment? Well, I suppose the lady is entitled to her secrets, but before I return to my duties, I wish to express my gratitude for your part in today's events. You have both performed admirably. Now that the pesky manager of mine is out of the way, let's go to the Great Lone Brewery. Thank you so much, Mebi, I appreciate that. Yeah, domo arigato, Mebi-san. So yeah, the quest isn't quite finished until we go back to the Botanist Guild, which is where she's going to be. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's not quite the end of the quest yet, but we still got more to do. You risked life and limb to protect me, so I feel it's only fair that I explain myself. One moment, please. What the? A sylph? Okay, I'm glad I skipped through all the cutscenes with Corinne during early access. Yeah, what indeed? Yeah, this is a sylph. You mean to say she was a sylph from the very beginning? Oh yes, this one feels much more comfortable now. It is fun to use glamours and play the harpsichord, but a little tiring. So you've been leading a double life, huh? And this one spent so long in walking one's house, this one nearly died. These ones need the sun's rays to flourish, to live. That is why this one had to go outside, even though dangerous ones were all around. This one hopes helpful ones will understand and not tell simpering one. Listening ones will be sad if this one can no longer play sweet, sweet music. Your secret is safe with us. Yes, indeed. Yeah. We're all beasts, aren't we? I'm ever so grateful. Promise you'll come to listen to my harpsichord soon, yes? Yeah. A sylph masquerading as a person who can play music. Yeah, what an intro. A very cute intro to a very dangerous job. Not quite the conclusion I was expecting, but a satisfactory one nonetheless. I must say you've acquitted yourself rather well, Shinji. It normally takes a lot longer for novices to grasp the fundamental differences between a gunblade and a regular sword. It was originally developed by my people in the Third Astral Era. The march of the Allagan Empire had driven us to the barren wastelands where even survival was a constant struggle. Our queen, Gunhilda, was closely guarded by loyal soldiers known for the unique swords they wielded. Those weapons, Gunhilda's blades, eventually became known as gunblades. Meanwhile, the Allagans were developing firearms capable of launching projectiles over great distances. As they were similar in appearance to our gunblades, we refer to these weapons as guns, a term which is now commonplace. And that also explains the machinists too, over in Ishgard. So effective were these new weapons on the battlefield, the Queen's Guard decided to specialize in smashing through the enemy lines and destroying them as swiftly as possible. Thus did they become to be known as Gunbreakers. Even after the fall of the Allagan Empire... Hey, Sophie, try and stay awake here. Yeah, she's fallen asleep listening to Radovan's lecture on the history of the Gunbreaker. Even after the fall of the Allagan Empire, these techniques were passed down to each new generation. My clan are the descendants of Gunhilda's royal guard, although I am all that remains. It is my duty to see that the art of the Gunbreaker lives on, even if that means entrusting it to an outsider such as yourself. If you like history lessons, you two will get along like a house on fire. Whatever that means. I'd best leave it there for the time being. I don't want to overwhelm the lad. The best learning is done on the field, however. As pleasant as Gradonia is, I am eager to see what the other city-states have to offer. Then may I suggest Uldar? Their markets have goods from all over the world, and I'm dying to take a look.
Uldar it is then. Sophie and I will go on ahead. When you arrive, seek us out. We shouldn't be hard to find.
Yeah, I love Gridania so much, and to think that this was a place that I chose to come to willingly, out of the sake of the choice that I made for my initial warrior class 5 years ago. Yeah, never did I come to realize that because of the way that the game is set up, that what you start the game as determines where you start the game, that my initial choice would ultimately lead me to a place that I truly enjoy. Yeah, it turns out it was a mutually beneficial situation, and in more ways than one as I came to play the game more. Yeah, it's something I'm hoping to discuss in the near future with a video. But since we need to focus on Shadowbringers first, we'll put this as our main priority for now. So upon our arrival at the quicksand, let's go on ahead inside and hook up again with Radovan and Sophie. Where are you two? There you are. Yeah, just gotta get over that railing. Hey Radovan.
It's good to finally get away from that noisy marketplace. Not that this watering hole is much quieter. Still, it's a paradise compared to anything you'll find in Gallian territory.
I think he's just in a sour mood because he can't find any work.
You're not wrong there, Sophie. I'll keep looking though. Shinji, you better train yourself until we find our next client, which, with a little luck, will be soon.
And so with that, we'll take our experience in 2,661 gil. And thus, there we go. We have completed both Dancer and Gunbreaker's intro classes, opportunities. Yeah, we've completed both the Gunbreaker and the Dancer's intro quests, and so now we can move on to other things, like the main story, which we'll be getting back to in just a moment.